There we go. Anyways, how are we doing, guys? Glad to see all of you guys. So, did we all see the Barbie movie?
Yes.
I saw it. I loved it. It's getting great reviews too. You know, except for like there's when the men review it. They're so all these men out there like, oh, it's like demeaning to men, you know, or like makes men seem subordinate to women. You know, I've never seen so many like alpha incels like so secretly relate to a movie since like the 40-year-old virgin. But they seem to love it. But the one important topic that it does touch on is like the fact that Barbie and Ken perpetuate this like unrealistic beauty standard, and which I guess can be unhealthy for mentally, whatever. But I mean, I always like wanted to have Ken's like snatched waist and like perky bosom, but I know I'll never have a Ken body. I think I'm more of a Cabbage Patch doll myself. But I don't think that I have like a dad bod per se. I think it's more of like a father figure. But I am pretty body conscious, which is why I started doing this like intermittent fasting recently. So basically, I just haven't had like breakfast since I started this stupid diet. So 2 days. But I do miss breakfast though. You know, because I love eggs. I just eat them all day long. But I did learn this interesting fact over the pandemic. Like I was watching this, I was just flipping through channels on the old boob tube, and I came across this show that like they cover topics that no one really cares about. And on this particular episode, they were talking about how breakfast became the most important meal of the day. Like you've heard that phrase before, right? But did you know that although there are some biological benefits of eating breakfast, it got like put in the spotlight by a man named Kellogg because he was so Christian that he was trying to stop people from masturbating.
Oh.
Like that'll work. But you know, the joke's on him because I always eat cereal when I'm masturbating. So and it's really a win-win because I save money on milk and not like that. It takes longer, so I use less milk. I don't want my cornflakes getting soggy. I don't want to get a reputation. But I have been doing different nutritional things to try and stay healthy. Like I've been putting more greens on my burgers. I've been cycling through different vegan options as a garnish. And I read this article recently about how drinking wine has similar effects as going to the gym. Ooh. So sign me up, right? Now normally I do my due diligence, and you know I fact check my articles and make sure that they're sourced properly. But this one seems pretty cut and dry. You know, I don't want to argue with science, you guys. So I've been buying wine by the barrel. I don't want to miss a workout. And I know that sounds like a lot, so I really have been trying to drink less water. And I know that makes me sound like an alcoholic because I am. But no, I am pretty health conscious. I think health is really important because a friend of mine who's actually younger than me, she got diagnosed a couple years ago with breast cancer. But luckily, she's like had surgery and it looks like it's still gone, which is great. But since her diagnosis, she's been very adamant about the people around her checking themselves for lumps and like irregularities and stuff. And so so I've been checking myself for lumps, but so far I've like only found the 2. So that's she'll call me up and be like, Adam, are you checking? And I'm like, yes, but I just don't think I'm doing it right because every time I do, I just end up masturbating. She's like, you're probably doing it right. It's just, let's be honest, you were going to do it anyways. Guilty. But I've been going to the gym to try and stay healthy too. But I meet a lot of interesting people at the gym. Like, people will just come up to me and say the weirdest stuff. Like, nothing's more deflating to my ego than someone coming up to me at the gym and confiding in me how attractive other people are. like this woman did this once. So she came up to me while I was at the gym. I burned a couple calories that day. I was definitely feeling good. You know, basically like a model. So I'm like waiting for this machine, and this woman approaches me, and well, first of all, if someone has headphones on at the gym, don't interrupt them unless you have something like really important to say, like how skinny I look. because then I have to like take out my headphones, pretend that I'm like not totally annoyed that you're interrupting Dua Lipa, and like pretend that I'm not at all interested in this conversation. So she approaches me and like she's like she starts pointing at the guy. Oh, she approaches me, and so I take out my headphones and I'm like, mm-hmm. And so she starts pointing at the guy who's on the machine that I'm currently waiting for, and she's like, isn't it just so unfair that people can be that hot? I was like, yeah. Sorry, Shrek over here has to get on the machine now. Like, what did she think coming up to me? Like, oh, this guy's hideous. He'll totally do it. I should definitely say this. No, don't ever say that. And also, like, why was this such an important conversation that you had to have with me that I had to, like, stop my music for it? She could have just, like, held up a sign that said, hey, fat ass, you should never look like any of these hotties. Sorry, guys, that's a little dramatic. You know? That's an oddly specific sign. Anyways, that is my time. Thank you so much, guys.